My name is Chris Mara. I'm at Welcome to 1979 studio in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're talking about rare finds. My first rare find is this All-Tech compressor. A lot of people look at it and think it's the older version of a compressor that's a tube compressor called the 436C that compresses and does a mic pre thing. This is a newer version. I mean, I say newer, it's probably 70s. That's solid state, and it's a mic pre and line amp into a compressor, right? You can kind of change. Feels military. The reason I like this one is when I got it, it didn't work. So I tried to fix it, and when I did, it started to work, but not quite right, where the line is the mic pre, and the mic pre knob adds like 4K, 4 kilohertz, which I kind of like, so I left it, and I use it all the time. It will absolutely smash drums. My second rare find is kind of fun. These are now really popular. There's even a plug-in for them. They're called Valley People Dynamites. So these, just if you pull it out, it'd be like a little plastic thing. It looks like a piece of crap, but they have a really unique sound. But I got this when I was like 21, 22 maybe. I was taking out this songwriter studio for a friend of mine, Randy Blevins, and I was the youngest guy there. So like, you're crawling underneath this house, you're gonna pull all this cable out. And I said, okay. And I went to climb under the house, and the owner, he said, man, there's some raccoons under there, and they just had babies, so the mother could be like aggressive. So I grabbed a handgun and climbed under there, and I'm crawling along on my back, and this, what I thought was a snake, crawled over my leg, and I grabbed my gun to shoot the snake. Luckily, I realized it wasn't. Well, if it was a snake, it was on my leg, and it wasn't a snake at all. And I was pretty upset. So I told Randy to give me some gear, and he gave me this, and I use it all the time. Another rare find is this console that I have. It's a beautiful MCI 400 series console. These were designed in the early 70s. This one was made in 1978. A lot of people don't know these consoles, but you've heard them. Were recorded like AC/DC Back in Black, Eagles Hotel California, that kind of thing. So it's an iconic sound. I've had this thing for a long time. And the only major modification I did to it was I had some fun. These are all the original mic pre's, these red knobs. I added API mic pre's here. And if you flip this switch, it switches from this mic pre to this mic pre while you're listening. So I took a rare find and made it a one of a kind. Another rare find I have is not only one, but two RCA microphones. These are 44s. The reason they're rare finds is I just kind of learned about them today. I've had this one for several years. I believe I'm the third owner of it. I knew they were made a long time ago, right? Because they're vintage microphones. And I bought this one just a couple years ago on eBay. Josh was over here today, and he used to work at AEA, and he told me that both of these are really rare. They have the same paint job that let him know that they were made in 1937 or 1938. And they only made about 300 of those, and I happen to have two of them that I inadvertently bought, and they are the same vintage, the first 2 years they made them. That's kind of crazy to me. Anyway, it works most of the time. So this is a rare find. This is like an 1890s upright piano that we use without the player portion, but it's a player piano, and it's been fully restored and works great. The fun thing about this is I learned just a few months ago that mechanical royalties, which we've all heard about with records and CDs and tapes, came from these piano rolls. Songwriters wrote songs forever. People would buy sheet music, play on the piano, and play it. Then somebody came up with the player piano. They copied their music into a mechanical form. And it went to the Supreme Court saying, this is my song. And the designer of these and the people that made mechanical versions said, no, it's not. So a court battle ensued, and mechanical rights were assigned to the songwriter because of player pianos.